Welcome to an experience far from others. An audio medium unlike anything you've ever heard before. The pinnacle of sound experience. Jacked and Canned. Featuring John Tessman and Colby Tyler. A place where you will get the information you crave and hear about the topics that you love. Presented by themselves. Coming to you from the basement, bar, and the bedroom. Sponsored by no one. Jacked and Canned.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Jacked and Canned. John.
First time ever recording in person over, 2 years?
Yeah, it's been a little over 2 years. This is the first time we are here together next to each other. John, how are you doing tonight?
Doing good, man. That deserves a cheer. Raise it up. All right,
This is going to be apparently a
Give
theme
me
of
a
the
cheer.
episode. John's going to make me twist the cap off the pints he brought over.
And I'm drinking this, I don't know, what is this here? Tight Lines Pilsner. Some dude out there fishing in a pond. I wonder if he caught anything good. Apparently not. A tractor. There's a tractor on here. It looks like he caught a tractor, so that's pretty cool.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, this is Jacked and Canned. John and I are recording for the first time in person. I think John might fall asleep on me somewhere during the course of this show.
I might.
He will be crashing on the couch that Michelle is currently in the background on. And I'm a little bit worried because John is a very light sleeper. John is somebody who basically, if there is movement of any kind, he snaps to being awake. I have been working overnights for the past 3 weeks. I will be up until at least 7 a.m. today or tonight. I don't know, whatever way we want to say that. Tomorrow, whatever.
Tomorrow.
I will be up at least that long. And John, he's going to wake up every time that I do that.
Well, I'm just going to wake up like this. At least it's in style. So it'll be like the Kane Undertaker. So I'll just hold up my arm like the choke slam to hell.
So John,
actually, every time you come down, then I just choke slam you.
See, we'll take it. And by the way, just in case the audience, since they have not seen the size difference between us, I know I'm sitting on a stool that makes me look taller than John. You probably just saw by how his hands were size-wise on me. John is like massive compared to me. So
we can have some fun with it and do the hands behind the back, just like whose line is it anyways? Could hold up the show notes, and then we could really mess around with the fans as well.
Here, take them. Yeah, I'm sure it's getting
That's
them, John.
what we could do.
I like that he's doing a bit for video, even though nobody ever watches these videos on YouTube. We literally only get listens from our podcast, and nobody watches us on YouTube.
So that's a great moment to plug the show. Everything Jacked and Canned. Go out there and check it out on YouTube.
So, John, speaking of, I don't remember what you brought up. Oh, the choke slam.
Yes.
So we're going to talk a little bit of UFC, which now I've introduced you to what it is you needed to see.
Oh my God.
We're going to talk a little bit of Radio Shack Twitter.
That blew the hell up. And being a Radio Shack employee,
previous. Oh, you actually saw that?
I did.
Well, as always, we're going to crack a cold one with cold. So you saw the Radio Shack Twitter.
I saw the very tweet.
Which one? Because there are several.
I think I saw the main one.
What was the one?
What was it? Comment about something getting wet or whatever. Getting wet. I don't remember word for word.
So I've seen several things. I've seen due to inflation, 6 inches is now 9 inches. I've seen not gonna lie, my boss is thick. I've seen a lot from Radio Shack Twitter. I took down a few of these too. They're in my in my pictures.
The Shack is back. That's what I think of.
Wingstop craving you inside me. That's the my boss is kind of thick.
That's like a dark, devilish kind of Radio Shack, but I'm guessing it's the real one.
It has a check mark, John.
So what I heard was some dude that's big into NFTs ended up buying Radio Shack.
Yeah, it seems like it. I see a whole lot of stuff for like different cryptocurrency kind of things. if you bitch slap someone in the comment section, but no one is there to see it, does it make a sound?
Well, that's exactly like our Jacked and Canned audience because you're not in the comment section. So
So are we making any noise?
let me see. Is there any noises out there?
Radio Shack
yeah,
Twitter.
there was actually a little bit of noise. Did you hear that? Wait a minute. Oh, yep, a little bit of noise again. Kind of sounds like the intro of our music.
Radio Shack Twitter. Woke up feeling rough, but remembered I put a stripper's kid through college last night. We all good.
So this is definitely an NFT owner then. I don't understand what NFTs are.
Just stole some girl's food at Chipotle. Thanks, Katie.
How many likes and shares does
21,000.
So the Shack is back. This is what we've been doing wrong all along.
Dude, I'm telling you, I don't know who's got the Radio Shack Twitter account, but somebody should probably say something.
So me being me, right, being a long-time Radio Shack fan, because I used to work there for 5 years, I got nervous. I'm like, wait a minute, what happened to my beloved Radio Shack? So I quickly went online and I saw all this stuff and I'm like, all right, that is kind of cool. Don't get me wrong. All right. It's kind of testing the limits, which I love.
Yeah.
But then I
pushing
also
some
checked,
of them.
I checked and I was like, are they still selling batteries and all that kind of cool stuff? So it does look like Radio Shack is still selling merchandise. So it's not just a cryptocurrency.
Are they just not aware of their Twitter account?
Website.
Like,
no, I think genuinely this dude or whoever this person is, they ended up buying.
He clearly had access, or
Because
it's just a great hacker.
This isn't even a hack because is it still going on?
So there was something in there that said that he didn't get fired for his last tweet, blah, blah, blah. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, I don't know if this dude hacked this or if this is a dude that actually had the privilege of being able to have some sort of running of the Twitter account that since the company's been gone for so long, he's just like, you know what, I'm just going to mess around with this thing.
It would be cool, but why not do it to, like, I want to see some Toys R Us tweets coming back out.
I hope they don't look like that.
Yeah, you know what? I hope
if 6 inches is 9 inches now due to inflation,
yeah,
that's not great for a Toys R Us industry.
Different demographic that Toys R Us was aimed at. You know what? Toys R Us just, nobody messed with that. That's just effed up.
My boss is kind of thick, not going to lie.
Yeah.
Probably not great for Toys R Us. I'm going to be honest.
For Toys R Us, not good for Chuck E. Cheese.
Just stole some girl's lunch from Chipotle. Thanks, Katie. Probably not great for Toys R Us.
Who else would that be good for? Age of Video. Let's see. Hollywood Video. That would be kind of spicy.
VIP.
VIP. Why is that so familiar? Was that a
very intimate pleasures?
Are they out of business?
No, but it would be great for their business.
Oh, that is true. I'm talking about out of business.
6 inches is now 9 inches due to inflation. That'd be great for VIP.
What's an out of business place that would be good for? Restaurant, stores. Like Circuit City, but
is it really for it? Well, actually, you know what? Circuit City might be able to make it work, and they can say they're talking about cable wires.
Yeah, that's a good point. Damn.
Yeah, I don't know that benefits really anybody.
I mean, there's one Blockbuster left.
6 videos is now 9 videos due to inflation. Like I don't know where else.
Actually, I can kind of see that happening. Oh yeah, we get you 9 rentals. We just made it 6. You good? Or you got 6, they're 9. Damn, I want to go to that last.
I also wonder now that I'm thinking about this, and I might be stupid for not putting this together. I wonder if you use 6 and 9 together for a reason, like doing also a 6-9 thing there.
Yep, I think so.
Yeah, I
crazy.
might have overblown something that should have just been right in my face the whole time.
The Shack is crazy. Well, something in our face. That video that you just showed me from the UFC fight, dude. Ladies and gentlemen, let me look at the camera. That was.
It's weird seeing you blow me.
Best. That was the best Undertaker tribute or impersonation, whatever you want to call it.
There's nothing
that I've ever seen.
I didn't have to see the fight. It literally, when it ended, I was like, okay, babe, you ready to go home?
Now tell me this. Spoiler alert, by the way. Did he win?
Yes.
Okay, hopefully you were able to pause that before he said yes. Because that was a quick response back. Better do that in audio editing. So because if he were to lose, I mean, would that be his own ashes in the vase? Like, would he not even walk out to the exit music? Would it just be the lights go out and then the vase pops up?
No, because The Undertaker lost one WrestleMania.
Yeah, but he already lost one fight.
That's a good point. He was 20. He's 23-1. He has already
Exactly.
lost a fight. Yeah, no, okay. Never mind. John's right. He yeah, wow. Israel Adesanya could have died.
It could have just been done.
It could have been over.
If there was a casket, they should have done that on the side of the cage.
Yes. You know what they should have done? They should have done like a buried alive match.
Dude, UFC style, that would be scary.
Oh my God, it would, because you'd have to fight somebody till they're unconscious, drag them to a patch of dirt, dig it up, put the body in there, and then bury them.
It reminds me of a couple episodes ago when we were talking about when you were talking about the origins of UFC and MMA and how wild they used to get. That
that would have fit.
The
TV producers at that time would have been like, yes, we would like that. Can we also include a shark?
A buried alive match would have been a real thing.
It really would have.
That would have been a Halloween pay-per-view takeoff episode.
Oh, yeah. And they would have come out in different masks. Somebody'd be wearing a Voorhees mask. Somebody'd be wearing the Ghostface mask. Somebody'd have a Michael Myers mask. Somebody'd have a whole Freddy Krueger setup over their face that they'd be sweaty as hell by the time they got out of.
Dude, talking about setups and everything. You know what's kind of weird? Us two just kind of sitting here. It reminds me of the episode, the movie, the Muppets, when those two guys sitting up in the loft. I'm kind of thinking that we're two of the Muppets. We're two of the older guys just looking down from the balcony at the stage. You ever seen the Muppets?
No, I have seen the Muppets, John. We are of the same age group. Of course, the Muppets have been a part of my life. And by the way, do you know their names? Because I never remember them.
I'm going to phone a friend. Michelle, Muppets names? Any chance? The Muppets?
The guys that sat in the balcony?
Two guys that sat up top?
No.
Nobody knows the Muppets names.
So, yeah, there were once upon a time Muppets, children. Once they did exist, there were two of them that sat up in a balcony and just judged the hell out of everything the rest of the Muppets were doing.
Kind of like Radio Shack's Twitter.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point.
They were kind of spicy.
It is relatively similar. So, John, as we talked about, so we just watched that on YouTube.
Oh, amazing.
And I'm happy that I did it from this computer that has none of my previous YouTube watches, because here's the problem that I've run into. I watch so much Linkin Park stuff on YouTube.
Why?
I know you don't like Linkin Park. I love Linkin Park.
I mean, they're cool, but I just heard way too much of it.
No, I watch like reaction videos and stuff. I'm into all of it. Like, I just
reaction videos to what?
To people listening to Linkin Park, because
you watch reaction videos.
There are so many people that don't realize how talented Chester Bennington was.
Oh yeah, no, he is talented as all hell, and I get that.
I love watching people the first time that they hear it, because they're like, "Oh my God." Yeah. It's great. I love watching it, but the problem is, John, is now all of my ads on YouTube are just for depression meds.
Ooh.
I'm like, like, I came here for positivity, believe it or not. I realize that there's a lot of people that listen to Linkin Park in a dark place. I listen to them even when I'm happy, because they are just a group that really brings me joy, and I find their talent levels unbelievable. And now all my YouTube ads, not just when I'm watching Linkin Park, but like I could be watching almost anything else, and it's still just depression meds as my ads. And I'm like, I'm not depressed. I'm doing fine.
See, that's Creed for me. I like to listen to Creed.
They're not really depressing, though.
No, they're not depressing, but I mean,
with arms wide open,
my sacrifice. What else they got?
Can you take me higher?
Exactly. See, so very similar with that, dude. But no, Linkin Park. I'm surprised that you watch the reaction videos to people kind of watching those. But
I don't watch them to anything else. It's literally just Linkin Park that I get into on it. That and the one Avenged Sevenfold song, "A Little Piece of Heaven," because the song is so just absolutely depraved that you kind of got to watch what people's reaction is when they hear it, because the song is messed up. I don't know if you know that song at all. But
no. I'm sure maybe if I heard it,
you would actually probably make a pretty solid reaction video, because it's a scary song, John.
Damn. You might have showed it to me before. You showed me a couple of wild ones with music videos of like cartoons, everything. The cartoons were killing
so
each other.
I have shown that to you.
Yeah, you've shown that one to me. Eating everybody's hearts and everything.
Yep, there it is. Okay, that's definitely that video.
I remember that. I remember. Halloween season is coming up soon. A couple months away.
John, speaking of YouTube, once again, because we can just keep going back to this I have found an A&E program as I've been working overnights, and there's nothing to do when I get home. It's not like I can go hang out with anybody. It's not like I can even go to the bar and hang out because
You can't
it's,
do nothing
6:30 in the morning.
because everybody's either just waking up or just going to work. 6:30 in the morning for a normal person's time. You remember how it is, first shift or even second shift people.
Yeah, you two will
6:30
be
in the morning
asleep.
Sucks. It sucks
Yeah.
if you're awake because you're like, "Ah, damn it, I got to get ready to go to work. For
Yeah,
you,
and here I am.
it's
And
like,
I'm like,
oh,
woo,
you're
woo.
like, I'm out of work. I'm ready to chill. I'm ready to have a good time.
So I had to find something to entertain myself. And
Oh,
what I have
Jesus, what did you
found,
find?
there's a A&E program that I don't know how long it's been out. I actually have not researched this part at all, but it's called 60 Days In. And it's people that volunteer to go into a county jail for 60 days undercover so that they
Oh,
can
I've seen that.
essentially, oh
I've
my
seen that.
God,
I've seen
John,
clips of it. I've never seen a full episode.
I've been doing I found this in like the second week of me doing overnights. I've now done 3 full weeks and I am almost done with season 3.
Now, would you yourself sign up to go 60 days in if they
God.
paid you 10 grand?
You're so good at this because that was where I was going to end up bringing this, John. For me, and this might actually surprise you, the answer would be no.
20 grand.
Oh, no. It's not about the money part. I wouldn't want to do it because for me, I like to do what I like to do.
Hang on,
And
50 grand.
it has John, stop.
100 grand.
Take money out of it.
I wouldn't do it for any amount of money.
It has nothing to do with the money. I'm sure there's an amount of money that I would do it for, John,
Okay,
to answer your
But
question.
the reason why I asked that real fast is because Coles, I know you. Something would pop off in the prison.
Well, that's
And
just
then
it.
you'd get into a fight. And then all
I'm
of a
not
sudden,
worried about
you
me
would,
in
you would be
there.
charged with more time.
Yep.
And then Coles, your 2-month bid would turn into 3 months.
All of a sudden, I'm there 5 to 15. Yeah.
You turn in. Cole's got a couple tats, ladies and gents. If you didn't know that, he's gonna get another one right here.
Got a few of them
Yeah,
here and
he's
there.
get a couple new ones.
But no, point of it being is I wouldn't necessarily be worried about the me aspect of it, except that I like doing what I like to do.
Freedom.
And I don't want that to not be available to me. So for me, for me to do that, we're talking millions before I walk into there.
All right.
But you bet your ass I'd be staying whatever because 60 days. Let's be honest, we're probably tacking on another few.
days.
We'll be light. We'll call it like 67. We'll just say I get a week.
67 days because of good behavior. It was an 80-day bid. You get
I like to
tacked-
think I'm a pretty nice person.
or you just get locked up in solitary and you come out and you're completely just lost it.
Season 1, somebody spent a whole month in solitary.
Oh, please tell me they came out all right.
Oh, they came out fine. He was calling it a luxury resort, and then when he was told, okay, we're going to bring you back to general population, he faked the sickness and got out of it. He was going to get his ass whooped when he got back there. Like,
What did he
nobody.
do? Did he antagonize people?
No, he just acted like he was better than everybody else, which is one thing you cannot do there.
No.
So yeah,
Blend in.
that was not going to go well for him. Like the first thing he said when he walked in, he's like, oh, "This TV, is you get the NFL Network?" Oh, it's
no.
like, yeah, I ain't gonna go so good.
Oh no. Oh no.
And he kept propping his feet up on the tables and shit where everybody would eat, and that dude was gonna get messed up. But that is where I have found like my solace, like every day, which is a strange thing to say. Every day I come home and I watch people that aren't in jail be in jail. That's what I'm doing these days, John. You probably catch me doing it when you wake up.
Probably be waking up. You're gonna be watching everybody in prison.
John, I also wanted to follow up that what would you do if that opportunity presented itself?
No, wouldn't do it.
I knew the answer going in.
Nah, couldn't do it. Wouldn't do it. Freedom, same thing as you. I like it too much.
I also
couldn't
don't feel
imagine.
like you would do so well there.
No, it just doesn't really fit my vibe too well.
You're
I'd rather
too
just-
happy.
No, not even that. It would just be like, all right, this is a little too intense. Literally, I'm like, this is a little too
But
intense.
that's the thing. You would say it out loud. You'd be
Yeah.
in there and you'd be like, "Hey guys, oh, you guys are, this is too intense for me."
Yeah, this is too intense. You know what I would actually do? I'd get myself locked up in solitary.
I was going to
It's
say, I
running around.
feel like easy fix. What I learned, apparently, if you cover up cameras, you go right to solitary. So just you
Is that
go in
what it
there.
is?
Yep. Immediately just walk in there, take a blanket, wrap it around a camera, and
You're getting
then,
locked up solitary.
yep. And then you'll be there for 30 days. You come back, camera.
Here's a stupid question. Do they give you a TV in solitary?
No.
Brutal.
Yeah, you get
brutal.
nothing. It's just
A
you and your
book?
thoughts. Yeah, you can get a book.
One book?
I don't know the answer to that.
So the one man, I'm gonna have to read like a Lord of the Rings book. Something that's like 600 pages.
God, no, I feel like it's got to be longer than that. If the movie was 3 hours, the book's got to be like at least 1,800 pages.
That's what I'm saying. It's like you need a really long book and something that you can get involved in like a total fantasy world. And I feel like you'd want to sleep all day. But here's a question: in jail, prison, whatever, do the lights ever go off in the solitary cell? Or if they stay on all the time, that would be torture. Because then how could you sleep?
So I don't know about the solitary. I've not noticed that, so I don't know the answer. But what I have noticed in like the general in their different cell blocks, it seems like there's like general control of the lights from inside. Where if people
cool
are
if
up
they
at
go
3
off.
a.m., they can, like, if people are up and they're like messed up on whatever, they could just turn on the lights so they could just keep having a great time. I don't think I've ever seen the lights actually off. Or maybe they just stay on for having to watch the inmates.
We got some buddies that are in the business of corrections. We'll have to ask them.
I actually have seen, though, that the rooms themselves have been off. But, like, I'm watching county jail, not prison, so it's not necessarily where everybody's in a specific cell. It may be that there's 40 dudes and they're in a general area that has like little outlets to rooms, but those rooms don't have like doors or anything.
I want to know what it was like back in the day when it's like a little local small town. You lock up somebody, you bring them back to that little county jail, and they just stay there the whole time. Like, what kind of side conversations did the
Well, yeah, at that
officers
point they're
have
talking to
with
the staff. Yeah,
you got to talk to the staff because like you're right there. You're right there. Like, I wonder if you just kind of just break character eventually. It's like, yo, bro, you hungry? Like, you need to use the bathroom or something like that. Here, just use this
Well,
one.
it's different if it's just always one-on-one. It's
Yeah.
different when there's a group because you gotta keep your name up. You gotta keep respect up.
Yeah.
There's different things that go into that. That I found the show exciting. John, we ready to crack a cold with Colbs?
I think we are.
All right, go ahead and hit the 30 seconds for me, and I'm gonna go ahead and sprint and get a beer.
Run.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Cracking a Cold One with Colbs. John, this is the segment where I go ahead and drink a beer and you stop pretending you're asleep and you tell the audience something you find fun, interesting, or otherwise. John, what do you got?
Ladies and gents, Colbs and Joy. So, fun, interesting, or otherwise, this is the first time we're actually recording together since the inception of the Jacked and Can show. So, I'm going to join Colbs on this Cracking a Cold One segment. So, there's going to be a moment of silence.
Suck it, audience.
As we found out today, Degeneration X said 2 words.
That's right. Suck it. Oh, I don't think it's done.
Keep it going. We're an award-winning podcast when it comes to audio.
That's right,
and
baby.
video.
All right, John. So tonight on Cracking a Cold One with Colbs,
What do we got?
I only have one more week of overnights.
Ooh, are you excited? Are you sad? Nervous?
So I am going to have to do a very quick turnaround here because they've got essentially where I will be working Thursday night into Friday morning. I'll be off for the rest of the day Friday.
That's a good thing.
and then I'm in at 5:30 a.m. Saturday.
So that's probably the worst version of a clopen I've ever heard.
Yeah. So my plan at this point, because I thought through all the different options and I'm like, I don't know what works better than this. I think I'm just going to stay up as late as I can Friday, like
Yeah.
until maybe 7.
And just have your body crash
Yeah.
naturally.
Because I don't want to stay up later than that, because my thought is, well, my body's probably going to need more sleep if I stay up that long.
True.
So I don't want to just oversleep it and then I show up at like 8:30 and I'm like, hey, your fault. So my thought is I'll stay up as long as I can. I'll probably fight some sleepiness, and if I can stay up till 6 or 7, I should be good. I'll actually probably get 9 hours of sleep
For the first time in a while.
for the first time since I was like 20. Yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah, so that's, some kind of to look forward to.
What advice do you have for our listeners if they're considering working third shift? Do you say do it? Don't do it? Is it a cool lifestyle?
Yeah, I really do enjoy it. Like, I mean, it's going to kill your social life. You're not going to have friends. But other than that, I mean, if you're somebody that's kind of to yourself, hell yeah, work third shift. It's great. You don't have to deal with people. Typically you're
Differential pay, typically.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm making more or not. I honestly never asked the question.
Typically there's like differential pay.
Yeah, usually you get an extra $1 an hour, but I don't know. Yeah, and for the most part, you're gonna be kind of by yourself anyway. It's gonna be occasionally whoever your boss is coming up to you, checking in, doing some follow-ups. But I mean, for me, I'm the boss in this scenario, so I really don't have that. So I would recommend it, but that's that really depends on how much you appreciate social life. And if you have kids, probably not a good move.
No.
Just gonna throw that out there, because you're never gonna sleep if you have a kid and you're working third shift.
Oh, I couldn't even imagine that. Listener, if everyone, if you have a kid, I give you credit. I'm gonna raise one up for you.
I appreciate that you went from listener to everyone. So even those who aren't listening, now you are included.
Now you're included.
Okay.
Literally every single person.
All right. Well, that's one. That's a win. So, John, you ready for a softball update?
Dude, we haven't heard one in a while.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
So we played actually right before you came over. So
that's right. Yeah.
I woke up, I played a game, and I came over here. I actually haven't played since the last time we got together, because for the 4th of July, we
Is
had
it
the
your
week off.
jersey?
It is. It is.
Number-
That's 37.
Number 37. Okay.
Yep. And sponsored by Duraflex, which is a
Okay.
flooring company. And the shirts apparently came from Sherwin-Williams, which is a paint company that I didn't realize made shirts.
That's cool.
I don't know where they fit in on this. All I know is that apparently they have something to do with this too. Point of it being, John, so we just played a game against the best team in the league. They came in at 6-1. We came in at 3-5. As you would probably imagine, we did lose.
All right.
We lost 12-4, which
Not a terrible game.
honestly, kind of feel good about it.
Yeah.
Now, putting up 4 runs is not going to win in any softball game. We lost 8-7 the other week, and
What
that was
happened? You
the
just didn't hit.
not at all. I went 0 for 3 myself.
Is your pitcher nasty?
No, John, it's slow pitch softball. It's the same thing coming in every time. Like, it has nothing to do with the pitcher. Softball has almost nothing to do with the pitcher. It's not like baseball.
Yeah.
Like, he's not throwing a curve ball. There's no sliders coming in there. There's no knuckleballs.
Ever any times when a pitcher tries to get a little creative?
It has to be a slow pitch underhand throw that hits a 12-6 angle and comes down and drops behind the plate.
So you can't throw it a little quick underhand or anything. You get
No, that's an illegal ball in softball.
damn.
Yes.
I was trying to think of a way around it.
Yep. No, there's none of that. So it has nothing to do with the pitcher. We just hit terribly. I myself went 0 for 3. My first one, I hit a grounder because, well, let's be honest, I just woke up. My second at bat, I hit a dead ass where I wanted to. Second baseman really got there quick.
Oh?
This thing just
line?
lined, and it was moving with speed. And this dude just took a quick leap, sucked it in. I was like, "Oh, you gotta be shitting me!" It's like I actually picked my spot, hit my spot, and he still caught the fucking ball.
Oh,
Like, so annoying. And then my third one, Nate says to me, he goes, "Guy, they're up 12-4 right now. They're lazy out there. Just hit it really hard." I hit that shit hard. But I just got under it a little too much.
outfielder?
That thing went back, and caught. I was like, if
Almost a dinger?
if I wouldn't have gotten under it, that thing was going.
It was gone?
That thing was going. I
Oh.
just got under it. I'm like, I still have yet in a decade to hit a home run in softball. That was one that was going to go.
You knew it off the bat?
Yep. As soon as it hit, I actually thought it was going to drop shorter than it did, but it just kept, like, I caught it the underneath part where it just stayed in the air. And then it dropped a little bit short. And I'm like, mother.
Damn it.
So that brings us to 3-6 for the year. We play again on Monday. We play a team that is currently a game or two better than us. They actually had the
So
game.
you got a
after
shot?
us. We do. Much better shot. And by the way, we've held our last two teams we played against, who are both winning record teams. We've held them to under 10 runs. So we just need to bring the damn bats.
You need
And
to hit.
So for those that might be joining from the Breaking Down the Tape audience and that follow all the shows under Breaking Down the Tape, you might know a certain guy named Jimmy Pibbs. And Jimmy Pibbs has offered, well,
Cheers, Jimmy.
not necessarily offered. I kind of said, hey, I'm going to call you if I need you. He lives 2 hours from me. So I'm going to have to do something nice for him to get him to come here. But I might be able to get him to come here and sub in for us for a game. So Jimmy Pibbs, shout out to you. Not only because just simply I love you, but Jimmy is actually roughly John's size. But he plays sports.
So Jimmy could hit dingers?
Jimmy says he hits BAMs.
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 All right. Hell yeah.
Or maybe he's saying it bombs.
Of bombs.
Yeah, I'm thinking. I don't know exactly what BAHMS is. I don't know if it's BAMs or bombs. I feel like it's a. I mean, I feel like if Boston is saying it though, it's more like a. Oh, yeah, it's bombs.
Does he live in Boston?
He lives just north of Boston.
Where? What town?
I don't remember offhand, but he
Probably don't want to
lives.
say it in the air anyways. Both Jimmy's spot. Jimmy, I'm up in your neck of the woods, man.
No, you're not.
I'm right up above Mass. I'm in that area.
He's up
Massachusetts.
above Boston at like the top east corner of Boston.
Okay. Near Salem, Massachusetts, all that
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, he's pretty close
Peabody.
to Salem. Yes,
Probably in Peabody.
He might be. And you're what, like right next to the Connecticut border?
Pretty much. A little bit up, a little bit over, a little bit down, a little bit sideways, a little bit northwest.
See, this is the one spot where the show finds a downfall is me and John having a conversation, because now we're actually just having a conversation. we broke character. I started giving a softball update. Now we're just having a conversation. Have no idea if what we're doing is good or not.
But it's easy because we could just transition into the next topic. What the hell else are we going to talk about?
What do you want? Do you want tell you what? Do you want to talk about guilt-free beers, or do we want to talk about 5 pounds of ground beef?
I want to talk about guilt-free beers.
Okay. So here's been probably my favorite part of overnights. I get home, it's like 6:30, maybe 7 a.m. And I get to crush beers. And not at any point do I feel like I'm doing something bad.
Is it a weird feeling though?
No, honestly, it's not, outside of,
Because it's the time.
yeah, like I can do this. Like that's the only thing that's a little bit different. It's like I have a first moment, like I go to crack the first one and I look at the clock and it's like 6:43. Like, Yeah, I just got out of work.
Really?
Then there's no second thought after that, but it is nice. And then I'm sitting there and I just keep going until, like 10, 11 a.m. or really, I'm going to be honest. Today I was able to put myself down by 11:30. Most of the time it's been afternoon or maybe even 1 o'clock. Since that damn dishwasher's been installed, the dude messed up my sleep schedule. I had a nice thing. I was going to bed at like 9 or 10. I was waking up at 5 or 6.
Now it's all thrown off.
Now it's all off. Now I'm right back to where I was at like Toys R Us overnights, where I always got out at like 10. So I went to bed at noon or 1 and I'd wake up at 8. Now I'm basically back on the same thing. I'm going to bed at noon. I'm waking up at 7:30. By the way, advice to anybody doing overnights: you need more sleep than you do when you're working during the day.
You really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Totally. This is
Not even a question. I can maneuver all 5 hours of sleep when I'm working days. I need 7 to do an overnight.
Really?
Your body doesn't function the same way. It's already, because it's going against its natural energy. So you have to do something a little bit different in the sleep schedule where you are preparing for your body to have more sleep. Well, essentially, I mean, you're staying up all night.
Yeah.
So you have to compensate for that in some way, and the way to do that is sleep. If you don't, like, I would recommend, because I can deal with less sleep than a lot of people can, I would recommend doing at least 8 hours. Not just simply, you need to make sure you get 7 or 8 hours. No, at least 8 hours. I would say try to put yourself down where you can get 10.
Damn.
Now some people do this thing where they'll just go to bed at like right at 6 a.m. Like they get, because technically I'm out at 5, even though I'm never out at 5. But a lot of these guys, they'll get out at 5, they go home, they go right to bed, and they wake up at 3 and just stay up till they go to work. That is not a life for me.
Why is that?
Okay. So, John, think about it this way. If I wake up at 3 p.m. and I don't have to be at work till 9.
Yeah, then you get all that time in the middle of the afternoon.
What do you think I use that time to do?
Chill, exercise, get jacked, get canned.
I'm going to be getting hammered.
Getting canned. You're not
if I have
jacked.
7 hours between when I wake up and go to work, I am getting hammered. And that's it. I would prefer that be the.
Oh, makes sense.
I would prefer that be the end of my day, not the beginning. So I stay up after I get out, the same that I do during the day, because I'm not drinking during the day. I go home, and then all of a sudden it's guilt-free morning beers.
See, that isn't a bad thing, man. I feel guilt-free beers. I feel that when I'm on vacation. So, Colbs, I'm coming up and I got vacation a couple of days next week, right? Me and Rose were taking off for the weekend. Just going to be chilling, which is nice because it's going to be our first few days off, or first day off together, actually, in like a month and a half, which is crazy. Her whole staff came down with COVID.
When's the last time you saw Rose?
Yesterday.
Okay,
but
never mind.
But yes, it's been very brief.
I have not seen Rose in months.
So her whole staff came down with COVID, everything like that. So she's been the only manager and everything. So she's been doing open to close shifts. Anybody out there in the retail world, you know how it is. Colbs, you know how it is.
I do.
So she's doing the clopins. The open
what's the opposite?
Yeah,
the oplos,
the clopins, the oplos, all of them. So she's been doing that. So it's gonna be nice, man, when we get away. But my point of this is, when you're on vacation, guilt-free beers could be 12 o'clock noon.
Yeah.
Midnight. It doesn't matter.
When you're on vacation, it does not matter. It could be any time of day.
The only
you wake up,
yeah,
and then throughout the whole day,
I can't do that anymore. Now that I've gotten a few years older, well, since you're like 21 to 25, when you get a little bit older, for me, I can't have a beer before noon. Can't do it. My body will not do it. If I take a sip, I'll dump it.
What, will it reject
Coach, you notice this is only my second one so far, and I'm still sipping on the damn thing.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
You had a course before we started. Wow, yeah, John, you've gone through
nothing.
Basically one beer.
Yeah, That's the course in a water. I've had a water.
We've been recording for an hour and a half, and you've gone through a beer.
Cheers.
It's crazy.
That's what I mean. It's hitting different. But guilt-free beers, man. There's no better beer than the first beer you have when you're on vacation. Can you agree with that? Like when you have the vacation hat.
I'm not going to disagree with it, but I don't know if that's the case. The only reason I say it is because I feel like, yeah, you know what? Okay, the more I'm thinking about it, actually, the more I think I'm with you. Because I do think that the first beer I have when I'm on vacation makes me feel like I'm on vacation.
It makes you feel like you're on vacation, and there's something inside your body that goes, this is relaxed time.
Oh, speaking of John, you see that Hector's getting married.
Hector, our buddy from Breaking Down the Tape, yes, he's getting hitched. 2023.
That's right.
This good.
So, John,
we're gonna be stone calling beers.
We're gonna have to figure out how we're gonna go about this. But the thing that I wanted to bring up most is he's getting married pretty damn close to where I want to retire to. I'm telling you, we're gonna have a pretty sweet spot.
Yep.
Like honestly, now one thing I did not realize that Charleston is in the middle of like the beach. I didn't notice that. I didn't notice that until I looked it up, but it is actually closer to where I want to retire to than like Myrtle Beach is.
And so how far away is that from here? 20 hours?
13.
That's doable.
John, I'm telling you, because you know I don't like to fly.
I know. That's a thought that came to my mind. I said, shit, we're going to have to drive because Cobes can't fly.
That's right. I'm also going to have to figure out how the hell to make vacation time work because it starts up on February. Yeah, I mean, I guess if I get tanked, I probably could. I pretty much become fearless once I'm absolutely hammered. like all of it goes away.
The worst airline too. Cobes,
the plane will be shaking in the air. Everybody's panicking, and I'm just like, "You guys sit down."
We go down. We go down.
Yeah, you can't handle it. You can't handle it. I'll live through it. Who's with me?
We'll have to do a road trip down there. So Hector, a big congratulations from us to you.
Dude, there's a Checkers in North Charleston.
You already scoping it?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Dude, I got restaurants picked out. Like, I got all sorts. John, so, we are covered when we go to Hector's wedding.
If this is
Hector, by the way, of Breaking Down the Tape, let me just make that clear. This is not me just, like, doing a thing.
So, if this is like, we have to go down a few days earlier or stay a day after.
Even if we get there probably the day before, I think we're good. But I think we should probably try to make like at least like half a week out of it.
Yeah, and then even if we dip on like a Monday.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Hell yeah, I'm down.
I already thought this through. I could probably just take the days unpaid.
You know, we don't get many listeners at Jacked and Can. Breaking Down the Tape, they're doing better than us. We might as well open up this wedding to all of our listeners. So the address of the wedding is hit the pause button there on that. The address of the wedding is
yeah, no, we still don't know. We just know it's in Charleston.
Open it up for a special fan request. That would be fun. Holy crap! Somebody that writes in who wants to be invited to Hector's wedding.
We bring one fan to the wedding. Well, yeah, that would be funny. It's a +1 instead of bringing our girlfriends. We just bring a random fan of the show.
Yep. That'd be great. And one from Breaking Down the Tape, one from Nobody Is Shiftier, one from Jacked and Can. We pull a whole minivan down there. Who's it going to be?
Probably 3 of your boys from down in Stamford or wherever.
I guess we'll find out. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to find out in the next episode of Jacked and Can. Cole, shut it down.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, as always, this has been Jacked and Canned, but make sure that you go check out Nobody Is Shiftier under the Breaking Down the Tape platform. John and I are going to sit here and have some more beers. Granted, when I say beers, I think John will have one more, and he's probably going to pass out. Yep, and a water, because, John's John. And he's probably going to pass out on the couch right behind me that Michelle was just on.
We're going to try to watch a movie.
We are.
Yeah, I want to watch a movie. You want to watch a movie?
We should do Halloween Kills.
Do we watch that or do we save it for Halloween? Because now we're so close.
I don't
does
know,
that turn
John.
into
We don't see each
2023?
other much.
There might be another movie out there.
All right, we're going to watch a movie. Ladies and gentlemen,